Hello, fighters, survivors, and thrivers. Welcome to the Cancer Show. It is Superhero Saturday, and I love this story. So I found this on patch.com, and the headline is Hodgkin's Survivor Inspires with Spread the Love Birth Week Challenge. As an Atlanta Hodgkin's lymphoma survivor celebrates her 30th birthday by performing 30 random acts of kindness, will you take her spread the love advice? 100%. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, there's a great picture of her here. So beautiful. A random act of kindness. Lauren Frank has been performing a series of them all week, and in doing such, inspiring countless others to do the same. There has been so many people who have supported me that I really wanted to pay it forward, share the kindness with the world, Frank explained late Friday afternoon while on her way to drop off clothes for the needy. On Saturday, July Frank will celebrate her 30th birthday. It's a milestone for the Midtown resident, which wasn't always sure. The Midtown resident wasn't always sure she would be alive to experience. First diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma at age 21, the Walton High School graduate has since been diagnosed 3 more times. Oh my gosh, 4-time cancer survivor, thriver. That's awesome. The chemotherapy regime, the blood transfusions, and last fall, an allogenic stem cell transplant that led to a 4-month quarantine for Frank. It has been a part of a long and terribly hard journey that she chronicles in her blog. But support she has had, and now for almost 7 months, she's been cancer-free. That's wonderful. That's so awesome. 4 times, people, 4 times. But support she has had, and now for almost 7 months, she's been cancer-free. And so last week, in an effort to thank those who had been there for her, she decided she would triumphantly celebrate her 30th birthday by performing 30 random acts of kindness during the week leading up to the big day. She gave her mail carrier cookies, brought donuts for those at her office building, and has done many other acts of kindness. Conceding that it's been an emotional week, Frank also started a Facebook page asking others to join in her spreading the love. Frank wrote this: to thank the universe for all the love and juju given to me in times of need, I will be paying it forward by performing 30 random acts of kindness in the week leading to and through my birthday. A random act of kindness, RAOK, is a selfless act performed wishing to either assist or cheer up an individual, person, or people. I'm asking all of you to join me by performing your own RAOK as well. Bask in all the good karma of doing something to make somebody's day without wanting anything in return. Spread the love. The response has been great as friends and both old and new are posting at the site their RAOK, RAOK. I'm not sure if they're saying it or they're just using the initials as an acronym, and sharing on social media with the hashtag spread the love. It took off immediately, she told Patch. It's grown far beyond my expectations, but I really want to keep it going. And so it will. A challenge that was originally set to end this week has now been extended, as she posted late this week at the site. I can't thank everyone enough. All of these RAOK are truly amazing. Due to many requests, I've extended the challenge until the end of July, and who knows what will become after that. Oh, wow, so wonderful. In honor of Lauren Frank's 30th birthday, or maybe a cancer survivor friend you know, what random act of kindness might you perform today and or in the coming days? Please share your comments and photos of such. Happy birthday, Lorraine, and keep spreading the love. Oh, I just love that. So I believe that when you are going through challenge, one of the best things you can do is give to another person, help another person lift their spirits up, because that in turn will make you feel better. Random acts of kindness are just they're so they're wonderful. They're not something that you're expecting, and they just happen. Even if it's something like simple, like opening the door for somebody. I remember that there was this woman who was, I was on one side of the street and she was on the other street. She was coming out of the Coffee Bean, and it was lightly raining. It was wintry, California wintry, not really wintry, but it had been raining. And as she went to cross the street, her coffee fell into the street, and so I was on the other side. I stopped whatever I was doing and I just walked over. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she said, "Yeah, I just spilled my coffee." And I'm like, "Okay, just wait here. So I went back into the coffee book and I said, "Look, this lady, she spills her coffee walking across the street. Do you think you could please refill it?" "Not a problem." I think it was like a cafe mocha or something like that. I'm like, "What are you drinking?" So that felt really good, and that made her really happy, and it probably made the people who worked at Coffee Bean feel good. So and you know, in reversal, I've had so many people do many random acts of kindness for me as well. So a note on a car, cookies, flowers, preparing a meal and dropping it off. There's just so many simple things. A text, a phone call. There's so many random acts of kindness that you can do to somebody who's going through cancer, and beyond that, to like anybody. Like, people love random acts of kindness, and so we love receiving them as well. So, you know, just stepping out of the way. There was today I was at the mall. Our malls are open now. We have to be 6 feet apart. But this woman came in and she was behind me and she was pretty pregnant. And I'm like, "Oh, you look like you need to go before me." She's like, No. I'm like, please go ahead. Because I remember what it was like to be pregnant and you have to go to the ladies' room and you got like pressure, because she was big. She was very noticeable. And so she was so grateful. Like, that was a simple random act of kindness. And of course I did it because I know what it's like to be in her position. So it made me feel good. It was probably good for her, but good for the baby. It was all around good. And, you know, I also salute people who give random acts of kindness. So this guy yesterday, he was coming off the freeway and I was going on the freeway, and there was a homeless person there who was asking for money. And so he you know, unrolled his window, and not unrolled it. We don't manually roll our windows down now, do we? Automatically rolled his window down, and he gave him some money, and I was like, "Yay!" And he's like laughing, and I'm laughing, and it just feels good. And especially now when we're in lineups, and we're going through the cash register, they'll often ask you, "Will you round up for a certain charity?" So if it's like $7.59, will you round it up to $8 and $8, and then that money will go to charity, which I think is amazing, because they're not asking for like a dollar amount or whatever. And I always say yes. I always say yes. And I can remember being in line, and there was a guy behind me or next to me, whatever. It was I don't know where it was, but it was like, "Can you would you like to make a dollar donation to I believe it was a cancer hospital for children." I can't remember which one it was. Maybe St. Jude. And I'm like, "Of course I will." And I turned to him. I mean, I'm like, "You're going to do it too, right?" It's like, yeah. I'm like, "I'm going to wait. I'm going to watch." I was joking, but I was trying to encourage other people in the line to do this too. It's $1. It's $1. And if everybody gets $1, we can make a difference. It's true, it's true, it's true. And the same with random acts of kindness. Okay, so tomorrow, I would love all of you to do one random act of kindness. Even if it's holding the door open for somebody, or helping somebody who's struggling with their shopping cart, or I don't know, a call, a text. I do know there's just so many things that you can do to put a smile on somebody else's face or to help them, and they're so grateful. I actually posted this picture on when I did 365 days of I Am Inspired, and this boy was in Walgreens, young man, and there was a woman who was walking in the rain. And I saw him leave the Walgreens, and when I came out of the store, he was holding his umbrella up, and walking this lady to the bus stop. And this is so strange, but this stuff happens to me all the time. It was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours later, and I had to go back to Walgreens because I live like really close to the Walgreens. I went back there for something. He was in the store, and I'm like, hey, are you the guy that helped that elderly lady to the bus stop? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I just want you to know that was super awesome. Like you're a young man. Many times when we're that age, you're self-absorbed. I'm like, for you to take that time, that effort, and to see that she needed to be shielded from the rain, for you to do that, like I was emotional watching you do that. And I just I just want you to know that you're her hero today. I said that. You're her hero today. Ugh, I get emotional just thinking about it. So anyways, random acts of kindness. Go for it. And awesome too. I mean, like a huge round of applause for Lorraine for what she started and how she shared her birthday by giving everybody random acts of kindness. She is our superhero Saturday. And I'm inspired. Okay, 3 times with me. I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm whole. I am healthy, I'm happy, I'm whole. Now, like you mean it, I am healthy. I can't hear you. I am happy. Yes, I am whole. Thank you for joining me.